Grayson hit out for his 5th inning of work. Big train up big here at Povich Field as they lead it 13-1, and we'll have a special guest joining us momentarily as we depart from your regularly scheduled programming for just a second. Hit facing Kyle Chmielewski as he fouls it back. Chmielewski walked his first time up, did come around to score in that scenario, and hit has just been really impressive to me tonight, and Chmielewski will look to try to end his pretty solid performance so far. Grounded slowly towards third. Sean Uel will flip that back to hit and redo things one more time. But yeah, we are joined today once the very elusive Rocco Peppi comes upstairs to join us tonight. Rocco, thank you so much for sitting down with us here on Big Train TV.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me.
So, this season, it's been pretty interesting for you as taking inside corner, strike 3, and Chmielewski is rung up for out number 1. Very good pitch from Hit there. We'll talk about him in just a little bit. First, this season, you spent the last week or so off, but you're back ready to get going again. How have you thought about yourself this season? I mean, it's been a pretty impressive season for you, but how have you felt just out there, despite getting hit by a pitch 14 times this year?
Yeah, you know what? I've been doing pretty good. I had an injury this past year, so I didn't get to play. So this is my year for this past year, and I thought I've been doing pretty good, seeing the ball good, playing defense pretty good. So I thought it's been a pretty solid year, and hopefully I can get back pretty soon.
Yeah, so tonight, playing D.C., a place where you have hit all your home runs this season. I mean, what is it about that ballpark that really just screams Rocco Peppi home runs to you?
I mean, it's a small ballpark, but at the same time, I've only had one that barely got over, but all my other ones have been pretty far gone. But I don't know. It's a good ballpark. It's nice. It's all turf, and I think that one's obviously we could say that one's maybe the best just because it's all turf, but I think ours is the second best.
Yeah, so today, the threat of rain, and back in is ready to bring you back here. Grayson Hit pumping in there. Grayson Hit, I mean, this season has been very impressive. What has it been like both playing behind him and also watching him from the sidelines this year?
Oh, he's a real deal. He knows what he's doing up there, and both of the Alabama boys, they know what they're doing. I see him all the time at the gym too, so he gets that work in there too. So he knows what he's doing. Yeah,
it's fun to watch him out there, and as you start to ease back into the lineup here, is big swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 2 as it'll go around the horn. What are you just looking to get back to as you start to ease yourself back in and we head to the championship?
I'm just taping it up and seeing how it goes day by day, and hopefully that adrenaline kicks in a little bit more. And other than that, I'm trying to get back out there and help us win a title here.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous season to watch. Now, one record you were close to but probably don't want is the hit by pitches in a season. So we'll take a first pitch strike there. Why have you been a baseball magnet this season? Do you know why, or is it just because you're close to the plate?
I mean, I'm on the plate, but at the same time, a lot of them have hit me just straight in the bat. So I don't really know if you could say that plays a part, but some of it does. I get a lot off the elbow guard, but other than that, most of them are just on me.
Yeah, it's been. Well, I mean, your dad has just been screaming in pain almost every time it happens, as you probably might be. But I mean, Ben, if you got anything you want to ask?
What's the worst place you've ever been hit?
I'm glad I haven't got hit like in the lower body, but
that's roped out the deep right field back, and that is gone. Goodbye, Donovan Frayer. We saw him do it the last doubleheader, and he goes yard here. And there's the first hit of the ball game allowed by Grayson Hit, and it's 13-2.
It's allowed in style.
Yeah. So Donovan Frayer checks in with a long ball, and long ball this season. I mean, really just been a special year just to play with this team. I mean, who's been your favorite, guy to, I guess, talk to or just hang around with this year?
Honestly, Cooper Rons. I'm a big fan of Cooper Rons as he's coming in right now. And, I'm a big fan of him. I play with his brother at Long Beach, so I knew I was going to be playing with his younger brother, and Cooper's my man.
So how about this? Hit Rons. No errors on this pitching staff, unfortunately. But Cooper Rons comes in, and Grayson Hit departs to a big hand. Rons will take over on the mound. And so we've heard a lot about the guys on the bench, the characters on the bench, and we've heard that Kemp is the biggest character. But who would you say is the biggest character on the bench, and maybe in the bullpen too, because we've heard a little bit about Everett?
I don't really go to the bullpen very much, but I have been since I've been hurt. I'd probably say in the bullpen, probably Luke Bake, and then in the dugout, That's a tough one. Everyone's a little different. But I don't know. I think Kemp's a hard dude to read. But look, as you see going out here, we got the Big Papa going.
That's incredible at shortstop. Shanuel Torres all doing the hand waves for Big Papa. So, Long Beach State, you got a bunch of guys from Long Beach State here with you. I mean, what's it been like to enjoy this season with them and the guys that you may have known before?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So this past year I didn't even hang out much with Carbo, but I hung out with him a lot more. And then Locke, I played with him during high school too. So I've been playing against him for the last 4 years. So it's pretty cool that they're out here with me.
Yeah, Ben, you got something on your mind?
Best Biggie song.
I mean, I think this might be as good as it gets. But I don't know. I like Who Shot Ya. I think there's a lot of them, but I think he knows what he's doing.
What's your go-to in the warm-up mix?
Oh yeah.
Me? Nothing anyone would like. I'm a big rap guy, and no one really likes that. But yeah, I don't know. I like rap music, and but as I've been playing baseball, you can't really listen to rap music all the time. So
You can't rap the country either.
yeah, so exactly. So I've jumped into that boat a little bit, and I've kind of just listened to it all. I think it's all pretty good.
So that misses outside. First pitch from Cooper Ron's on the mound today. Bulldog out of the bullpen this year. So one thing we talked about with Luke Baker as it happened when he was up here was charging a bunt. What is on your mind when someone lays down a pretty good bunt in front of you?
Get
Especially
it
at third
as
base.
fast as you can out of your hand, and hopefully it's a good throw. Aim for that right shoulder so it tails back in, because you want to throw a little sidearm underhand. So hopefully it tails right back in there. Perfect.
Yeah, big swing and a miss there from Scott Bandora, the leadoff hitter tonight for DC as he faces Cooper Ron's 2-1 here. Breaking ball just outside. Toughest pitch for you to hit. I mean, breaking balls, we've heard a little bit from other guys, but what's the toughest pitch for you to lay off of for as well?
So the toughest pitch for me would probably be that inside pitch, since I'm on the plate. So if I do catch it, hopefully it goes far. But if I don't catch it, that's probably the toughest. And then the hardest one is a really good curveball in the dirt, especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
It's really hard to lay off, or a slider down.
We spoke with Luke as that's in there, strike 3 called.
That's as good as it gets on the back door right there.
And that'll retire the side for the inning. So we have Rocco Peppi up here for one more half inning, and then we'll send you back downstairs. But the Big Train, despite the home run from Donovan Frayer, lead at 13-2 as we head to the Big Train half of the 5th. We'll be back on Big Train TV. Back here on Big Train TV, and once again joined by Rocco Peppi out of Long Beach State. Dirtbag, I mean, how do you feel about that name first? I mean, the nickname, it's incredible.
I think it's one of the best. I don't think there could be a better one.
Yeah, so as Jack Cohn leads off here, first pitch from Chmielewski, the new pitcher, is aboard on the mound. And Cooper Vest takes over in right field. another one of their pitchers. So you said you faced Cooper Vest, or you know he pitches at BYU. Who's the toughest pitcher you faced, both in this league maybe or just in general?
I think honestly the dude that hit me in on the T-bolts, because he throws pretty hard and he's got a good curveball, but there's a couple, pretty much anyone that's throwing not even upper nines, just low nines, and then has a good curveball. I think that's just tough to hit for anyone.
Chmielewski kind of just lobbing it in there right now. 3-1 on the count, and you know, a good hitter's count. What are you searching for in a situation like this, especially with a guy who's not really gunning it on the mound?
3-1, just find it right there, and hopefully you connect. It goes a far way.
Fouls off, couple of far away. Outside of DC, you know, and Povich, what's been your favorite place to travel to? I mean, you mentioned DC. How nice the field is there.
I think Alexandria's pretty cool because it's almost the same as DC.
Yeah. Rips it into right.
I
Oh,
think
that might fall. Oh, nice catch. Cooper
I don't
Vest.
know about that.
Nearly made it. And
Oh, really?
Cooper Vest in right field, fresh into the game. It'll find you. Yeah, it'll find you once you're subbed into the game, and that's a big out number one for Chmielewski to get, and Matt Thomas up to the plate. You know, playing, you know, Matt Thomas, especially in the middle of the order with these guys, you know, hitting around a lot of protection in the order, playing with these guys. How good has it been to just get to know some of these guys as well as playing with a lot of protection in the batting order this year?
It's pretty cool, especially just because everyone can flat out hit. I think it's cool, and I don't think there's anyone on our team that's an automatic out, and I think that's tough, obviously, for the other teams.
Yeah, definitely very tough, especially when you face, you know, I mean, tonight, really, as that goes off the catcher's mask of Avila tonight, I mean, Thomas, Nip, Kemp, and Sean Uel really all in that middle of the order. You know, and I guess, you know, early on this season and overall, how great has it been to be trusted? First off, I mean, learning under Coach Sal, and how great has it been to be trusted by him as you've gone along this year?
Oh.
Does that nearly hit him?
I don't know if it hit him or I think it went too
I think it
far
just went behind him.
Yeah. So just misses behind him, but as Brady Gump comes into the on-deck circle. So, yeah, like, I mean, learning under Coach Sal this season, how good has it been just learning from this guy?
Sal's a really cool dude. So the reason I got here is because he's really good friends with our hitting coach, and that's how I got here. And that's
Thomas. Oh,
that's
deep to
touch.
center field. Back is Bandura on the warning track at the wall, and he makes the catch. And a loud out number 2 all the way back. Deepest part of the ballpark.
Not quite a can of corn.
Not quite. That's out number 2, and you know you can get back to it.
So yeah, Sal's a really cool guy. I got sent here because of our coach, but no, he's cool. He's laid back, and when he needs something to happen, if we're just playing down, then he'll get us going. But no, he's a really good guy. He lets us play the game, and I think that's important for especially everyone just being different type of players. He lets us play, and I think that goes to our strengths.
Yeah, really a great guy to learn under, and you know watch as the season goes along. But also, how great has it been to be trusted as a member of the starting? I mean, before you were hurt, just as a starting lineup almost every night.
Oh, it's amazing. I've had, obviously everyone does it, but I've had those nights where you go for 4, but you're still in the lineup the next day, batting in the same spot, playing the same position. I think that's important for a player to know that. No matter, obviously, like you want to perform, but at the same time, as long as you're having quality at bats, he sees that and he keeps you in the lineup.
Right. Yeah. It's you know. And as you know, sometimes go through slumps and the season goes along, how do you bust out of it, or how do you just take your mind off of what's happening for you at the plate?
So a good thing about this is you're playing every day. So
as Gump hits one deep to center field, and there's Bandura, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So that's unfortunately all the time we have with Rocco today. But Rocco, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you guys
up
for
in the
having me.
booth
I
tonight.
appreciate it.
Second guest, and we'll head to the top of the 6th inning here on Big Train TV. Once again, Rocco, thanks so much for coming up.